Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 21.9K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets. Take advantage of that, guys. Other good promos as well to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today. 15 matchups as we close out the weekend. Starting with the San Francisco Giants versus Cincinnati Reds. Giants opening up as road favorites at -120. Cincinnati plus 100 with the over-under at 9. Giants coming into this matchup 55 and 57. The Reds 53 and 57. Pitching for the Giants is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 4.82. Pitching for the Reds is Carson Spears with an ERA of 3.46. Ray, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Spears, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Reds beating the Giants yesterday 6-4. Nice win for them at home yesterday. Giants just 3-8 on the road. Haven't traveled very well here lately. Reds 8-4 at home right now. I don't know. Both pitchers seem pretty identical. They've both given up runs. Spears, his 2 games prior to this 0-run game, he's given up 3 and 4 runs here. I'm liking the Reds here, getting them plus money today. I'll take the Reds plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -150. Arizona plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Arizona coming into this matchup 59 and 52. The Pirates 56 and 54. Pitching for Arizona is Riley Nelson with an ERA of 4.53. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 1.90. Nelson, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Arizona coming off a Pittsburgh loss yesterday, 4-2, ending their win streak they were on. Arizona 7-3 against Pittsburgh, 14-6 on the road against the Pirates. They've been very good against the Pirates here, but I love Paul Skeens on the mound. Been pitching great. As long as they can get the run support, they'll be good. And this Paul Skeens just been electric on the mound here. And I'm really hoping they can get the run support because I already know he's probably going to have a good game. That's what he's been doing. And barely gives up runs here. Strikeout machine. He gets the run support. I think Pirates cruise easy today. Give me the Pirates at home with Skeens on the mound. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -290. The Marlins plus 230 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 41 and 70. The Braves 60 and 50. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 6.65. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 3.08. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Fried, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Miami beating Atlanta yesterday as an underdog, 4-3, ending the Braves' losing streak they were on. The Marlins still just 1-6 against Atlanta, 5-10 on the road here. Cabrera hasn't been the greatest on the mound, gives up runs. Fried, 2 of his last 3 starts, he's given up 1 run in each game, so he's been coming off some solid starts here. And I like the Braves to bounce back today. Not really love with Cabrera on the mound. Kind of a disappointing game yesterday here. And I expect a big bounce back from the Braves yesterday, or for today. And I'll take Atlanta at home. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Washington Nationals. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -140. The Nationals plus 120 with the over-under at 9. Brewers coming into this matchup 62 and 48. The Nationals 50-61. Pitching for the Brewers is Tobias Myers with an ERA of 3.10. Pitching for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 4.31. Myers, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Parker, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Coming off some rough starts, his 3 games he's given up 2, 6, and 5. So a bad stretch for him. Myers been solid, only giving up 3 runs in 3 starts. Brewers, he had a disappointing loss yesterday to the Nationals, 4-6. Nationals ending their 5-game losing streak they were on. Brewers are 6-2 on the road, so they play good at home. Washington just 1-4 at home. Don't love Parker on the mound, man. He's had some very bad games here recently, and I like Myers. Myers has been pretty solid here, and I like a big bounce back from the Brewers today. I'll take Milwaukee on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -230. Toronto +190 with the over-under at 9.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 51-60. The Yankees 66-46. Pitching for Toronto is Yariel Rodriguez with an ERA of 4.31. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 5.40. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched half an inning, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Cole, he's coming off a 6-run game here. 2 games prior, though, gave up 1 run in each, but yeah, coming off a bad game against the Mets. Yankees, nice bounce back, winning 8-3 yesterday after losing 8-5 the game prior. Yeah, I like the Yankees here. We've seen Garrett Cole have good games, coming off a bad game, but we've seen him have good games here. Rodriguez gives up runs, nothing special about Rodriguez. Yeah, I think I got to take the Yankees at home today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Cleveland Guardians. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -130. The Guardians +115 with the over-under at 8. Baltimore coming into this matchup 66-46. The Guardians 67-43. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.53. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 3.72. Burns, his last starts, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Baltimore beating Cleveland yesterday 7-4 after losing the last 2 to Cleveland. They still struggle against Cleveland. 2-4 against the Guardians. 5-11 on the road against the Guardians here, so not the best success against them. And I don't know. I still like the Guardians, you know. Williams has been decent. Had some 3-run games, but coming off a 0-run game, which is good for him. Burns has been good. Coming off a 2- and 3-run game here. So both pitchers pretty even here in their last 3. I'm still liking the plus money with the Guardians here. Because they've looked good, dominant this series, aside from last game. I'm still going to take a shot with Cleveland +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Kansas City Royals versus the Detroit Tigers. Royals opening up as road favorites at -150. Detroit +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Royals coming into this matchup 62-50. Detroit 53-59. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 3.58. Let's see. Currently it's listed as TBA for Detroit, but let me look again right now. Yeah, it is undecided for Detroit. So we'll see who ends up pitching for Detroit when that does get announced. Luckily, you know, it's a 1:40 p.m. game, so we'll know that info pretty soon. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Royals losing to Detroit yesterday 6-5. Ending their 5-game losing streak they were on. Ending the Royals' 5-game winning streak they were on. Then Detroit, they ended their 5-game losing streak they were on here. But nonetheless, the Royals are 5-1 against Detroit, 4-1 on the road, so they've been traveling well. Walker been good on the mound for them. Giving up 2 and 3 runs in his last few, but been solid. Hasn't had that many really bad games. We'll see who ends up pitching for Detroit here, but I like the bounce back for the Royals. We haven't seen Detroit win back-to-back games in a while. I mean, it's been a while since they've won back-to-back here. Royals still playing very well here. I mean, they've won 2 of the last 3 in the series pretty dominantly. Give me the Royals on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -290. The White Sox +230 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 27-86. Twins 61-48. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.13. Pitching for the Twins is Simeon Woods Richardson with an ERA of 3.74. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Richardson, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The White Sox losing 6-2 yesterday. I think it's 19 in a row. I'm pretty sure this could be 20 in a row today. Minnesota back-to-back wins against the White Sox. This is pretty historic, just how bad the White Sox are. I mean, man, they are just horrible. You look at the numbers, it's just insane. They're 0-11 on the road against Minnesota, 0-11 on the road in general, 1-12 against Minnesota. Richardson coming off a bad game, but he's had good games. His game prior, he gave up no runs, so that 6-run game, I'll look past it. But Flexen hasn't been great this season. I mean, he gives up runs. 2 of his last 3 he's been okay, his last 2. But he had that 7-run game against the Royals. I mean, there's just no chance. I could take the White Sox probably the rest of the season, honestly. So give me the Twins at home today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -165. The Rays +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Rays coming into this matchup 56-54. The Astros 57-53. Pitching for the Rays is Hunter Biggie with an ERA of 1.69. Pitching for the Astros is Spencer Arrighetti with an ERA of 5.58. Let me take a look at... I gotta find the info for Biggie. I don't see it listed on the side I'm looking at. All right. Yeah, his last start, he's only been pitching an inning, so we'll see how long he pitches this game. If he ends up being the actual pitcher, hasn't really given up any runs in his last his last 4 attempts on the mound, but he's only pitching a minute or an inning, so we'll see how long he's on the mound today. Arrighetti, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Not 2 rougher starts, giving up 3 and 4 runs here. The Rays, big win on the road for them, beating Houston 6-1 yesterday. Nice underdog win for them, even though they've struggled against Houston, just 5-10 against the Astros. Now Arrighetti coming off 2 rough starts here. I don't love Arrighetti on the mound. Hasn't really been that good this season. I don't know. Not in love with the Astros today. Not with Arrighetti on the mound. And we saw the Rays were able to win on the road yesterday. Nice dominant win. I'll take Tampa Bay +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -135. Boston +115 with the over-under at 8. Boston coming into this matchup 58-51. The Rangers 53-58. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.47. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 3.38. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Both pitchers, they give up runs here, so no real advantage there. Boston losing to the Rangers yesterday, 7-4. Nice bounce back from the Rangers, who on a bit of a struggle these last 2 weeks. Rangers 6-1 at home, playing well at home here. This is a tough game, both back and forth series so far. Don't love either pitcher on the mound. They're coming off games where they've been giving up runs here. I'm going to take a shot with the dog today. We saw Rangers get the win last game. Maybe it could be a flip-flop series. Don't love either pitcher. We'll see who takes off today, but I'll take Boston plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Oakland Athletics. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 155. Oakland plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 64-47. Oakland 46-66. Pitching for the Dodgers is River Ryan with an ERA of 0.82. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido with an ERA of 5.0. Ryan, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Bido, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He has not been very good on the mound this season. He gives up runs here. Dodgers 10-0 win yesterday against Oakland. Didn't really see that coming. The way Oakland played in the last game, I figured they'd be a great dog yesterday, but man, they just could not do anything offensively yesterday. And they are 4-1 against Oakland. I do like the Dodgers today. Ryan's looked good in his only 2 starts this season. He's only given up 1 run in 2 starts, so he's actually been very good in his 2 starts here. And Bido coming off a 7-run game, he had a 1 and 4 run game. Don't love him on the mound, especially after coming off a bad loss yesterday. I think I got to take the Dodgers on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the New York Mets versus the Los Angeles Angels. Mets opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Angels plus 120 with the over-under at 10. Mets coming into this matchup 58-52. Angels 48-63. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 3.89. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.32. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's coming up 2 of his last 3 starts. He's given up 6 runs in consecutive games, so not in love with him on the mound today. Mets losing to the Angels yesterday, 5-4. Even though they're 4-1 on the road, they've been able to win on the road here. Quintana coming off 2 good starts. I just don't love Canning on the mound. He's gotten lit up 2 of his last 3 and most of the season. I expect a big bounce back from the Mets today. I'll take New York on the road. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 185. The Rockies plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 41-71. Padres 60-52. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for the Padres is Matt Waldron with an ERA of 3.89. Quantrill, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Waldron, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Colorado coming off a Padres loss yesterday. Nice win for the Padres here, who are 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very good. Waldron coming off 2 rougher starts on the mound. Then you got Quantrill coming off that 7-run game. Hasn't been the best on the mound here. But I'm liking the Padres. No, close win yesterday, but don't love Quantrill on the mound here. And I don't know. I'm liking the Padres. Waldron coming off 2 rougher starts, but we've seen him have good games here. Give me the Padres at home today. Then the last matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Seattle Mariners. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 130. The Mariners plus 110 with the over-under at 7. Phillies coming into this matchup 65-45. Seattle 59-53. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.94. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.11. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Both pitchers have been really good this season. They're just both of them coming off a 7-run game. So definitely their worst games of the season. Phillies, the struggles just continue for the Phillies. 2-8 in their last 10. They're on a 6-game losing streak. Back-to-back losses to Seattle. Just don't know what's going on with the Phillies, man. I really don't. There's such a letdown. I just don't think the Phillies are bettable right now. They haven't been bettable this last 2 weeks, I'd say. They're just not. As a favorite, as an underdog. They did get the underdog cover yesterday, but still, you're probably not happy with that because you probably didn't take the +1.5. You just can't trust the Phillies, especially as a favorite. There's just no chance I could take them as a big favorite, a decent favorite today. Give me Seattle +1.5 at home. Then the last matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -150. The Cardinals +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 57-54. The Cubs 54-59. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA at 4.99. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA at 3.55. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Steele, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 7 strikeouts. St. Louis beating Chicago yesterday 5-4. If you saw that epic meltdown from the Cubs yesterday, a disappointing loss from the Cubs. They pretty much blew that entire game in the last inning. St. Louis, a rough series for them. Able to get the win yesterday due to the collapse of the Cubs. Steele hasn't been great. 2 of his last 3, he's given up 5 runs in each game. Mikolas hasn't been that great either, so I really don't love either pitcher on the mound. They've both been pretty bad here. I'm going to take the Cardinals, though. Some momentum after just a sloppy performance from the Cubs yesterday. Give me the Cardinals +1.5 on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.